Hello everyone, this is Abhishek Bagherwal. Welcome to Salesforce. Today I'm gonna talk about opportunity and code sync. So here I am on the sales console and I have an opportunity here which is in the proposal or quote stage. And on the right of side you can see I have two related lists which both of them are quotes. Now let's see first why there are two related lists available here. So I will just open both of them in separate tabs. So if you can see in the URL, this one is saying the quotes and another one is saying SBQQ quotes 2. That means this one is the standard quote object in Sales Cloud and this one SBQQ quote 2, this comes along with the CPQ package. So this is the CPQ quote. Okay, and along with that I have one more related list that we are going to use, that is opportunity products. So let's start with adding a product on this opportunity. So I'll just click on add products and I'm adding this 10 kilowatt battery with quantity of 1 and I'll just save it. There is no quote yet and simply the amount of the product has been populated on the opportunity amount, so we are fine. Now let's create one CPQ quote. So this second related list is the CPQ quote and I'll just click new and I'm going to select the opportunity that we have, that is printer for HR department, and I'm not going to make it primary as of now. I'll just save it. So if you will go to the related, you can see the products from the opportunity has come through on this quote. So that is the standard working of the opportunity product syncing to the quote. Okay, and if you go to and view all, you can see the list price of the product is 5,000 and quantity is 1. Now let's do one change in here. Let's make the quantity of 2. Okay, and save it. So currently the quantity on the quote has been changed to 2 and the net total has become 10,000. Now let's see whether this change has come on the opportunity or not. I'll just refresh this tab. You will see that there is no change on the opportunity amount, there is no change on the product amount, but there is change on the net total of the quote that we have changed. Okay, why it did not sync? Because the quote that we have created, that is not yet the primary quote. Only the primary quote from the CPQ quote object gets sync with the opportunity. So let me make it primary and save it. Now let's go back to the opportunity and refresh the tab. Now if you see, the amount has been changed to 10,000 and the opportunity product total amount has been changed to 10,000 along with the quantity of 2. That means now it is syncing with the opportunity. Okay, now let's create one more CPQ quote over here and let's see what happens. So I'll just click on new quote. I will select the opportunity and let's make it primary. Okay, or let's not make it primary for now and save it. Now go to related list. If you see here that no opportunity product has come through, because the opportunity already have one primary quote and it basically the opportunity cannot sync with 2 quotes. Okay, so that is why when we created the second quote, no product has come through. Okay, now let's do one thing. Let's make it primary. We already have one primary quote, but we are changing from that quote to this quote. Okay, so I'm just saving it. Now let's go to related list. Nothing has come through. Why is that? Because in the CPQ object for the quote, it doesn't allow you to sync with the second quote, which is the even if you create it primary, But if the opportunity already have a primary quote, it will not allow you to sync. It will not sync any products on that. Currently this one is the primary quote, but if you can see in the related list, there is no product has been synced here, so it is of no use. This quote has no meaning for us. Okay, and what change has happened on the opportunity, if you will see, as no product has synced to this quote initially when we made it primary, and when the initially when we created the quote, nothing has synced to this quote from the opportunity. But when we made it primary, because it didn't have any products, it didn't have any quote lines, so nothing synced on the opportunity as well. That is why the products related list is blank here, and the amount on the opportunity is 0 as well. Now we are going to remove this quote because it's not going to help us in any of the ways. So I'm just going to delete it, and now I'll go to this quote which we made earlier as the primary quote for this opportunity, and it does have the product with the quantity of 2 with net total of 10,000. Okay, so I will make it primary again and save it. Now you will see that again the amount on the opportunity is going to sync. Okay, so that means there was only one primary quote, and now it is we changed it to, we removed the primary from this quote earlier, but now we made it primary again. So that means the amount on this quote has come through on the opportunity, and the product as well, along with the quantity of 2. Now this was about the CPQ quote object, SBQQ quote. Simply it doesn't allow you to sync the opportunity with another quote. An opportunity can be synced with only one primary quote. Now let's talk about the standard quote object, this one. Now we know that currently we have already one CPQ quote, that is the primary one on this opportunity, which is syncing with the opportunity, and which has the product of 10 kilowatt battery with 2 quantity, and the net total of 10,000, which is on the opportunity as well. Now let's create this standard quote here, and let me give the name as Q1. I'm not syncing it, and it is not allowed as well, so we are gonna use the quick action to sync. But I have just created it. It's not syncing yet with the opportunity, but you can see the opportunity product has come through. That is the standard functionality that will come through when you will create the quote, but it didn't happen with the second quote when we created on the CPQ object. Now let's see what happens if we create the second quote on the standard object. Okay, so I'm gonna click again new quote, and I will give the name as Q2. I'm not syncing it as well, I'm just creating it. You can see the opportunity products has come through with the quantity of 2 and net total of 10,000, and that didn't happen with the standard CPQ object. So that is one difference between the standard quote object and the CPQ quote object. Now let's sync with the let's sync Q1 with the opportunity. So if you click on the quick action drop down and click on this start syncing button, before that, because currently it is having the product with the 2 quantity, and that is already syncing with the opportunity because of this CPQ code. So let's make some change on this one. Okay, so I'll just go and edit it, and let's make it 4. Okay, and save it. Now let's sync it. You can see the subtotal on this quote line is 20,000, and now as I clicked on that quick action of start sync, the syncing checkbox is checked. Now let's go to our opportunity and refresh it. Now you can see the amount has been changed to 20,000. That means it has come through from the standard quote record, which is now syncing to the opportunity. But the thing is we already had a primary quote in the CPQ object, so that is a conflicting or confusing scenario which we need to consider or we need to understand here. Now if you can see the opportunity products, that is also changed to quantity 4 and total price of 20,000. Now let's go to this code. This is the CPQ code. Now let me just refresh it. Currently it has only 2 quantity which was earlier on it. It didn't sync along with the change on the standard code Q1. Okay, it didn't sync with that. Now let me change the quantity here to 6. Okay, and as we made the quantity 6, the net total has become 30,000. Now let's go to opportunity, because this is still a primary code. Now if you can see, the opportunity amount has changed to 30,000. that is on this code that we have made to quantity 6, and the product also changed with the quantity of 6. It has also got updated. Now let's go to Q1. What has happened here? If I refresh, you can see the quantity is changed over here as well, along with the subtotal of 30,000. That means that it is still syncing with the opportunity. So whatever change is going to come on the opportunity, that is going to be updated on this standard code as well, but not vice versa. If you make any change on this standard code which is syncing with the opportunity, it's not going to update the primary code of the CPQ code object. Understood? Now let's go to Q2, which is still not syncing with the opportunity and has only 2 quantities with the subtotal of 10,000. Now let's make the quantity as 8 over here and save it. Okay, so subtotal has become to 40,000, and now let's sync it. Now first thing to see here is, okay, let me just refresh it once. First thing to consider here is, because our Q1 is already syncing with the opportunity, if we want to sync the Q2, we need to select start sync. But when we do it, it gives us a message that your code Q1 is already synced with this opportunity, and opportunity can be synced with only one code. If you continue, Q1 won't sync. What does that mean? That means on Q1 you have the quantity of 6 with the subtotal of 30,000 for this quote line item. That is going to be changed, and that is going to be replaced with the quote line items of the Q2 if you start syncing it, and Q1 is not going to sync any further. So let me sync this Q2 from here and click continue. Now things to notice here is, the syncing checkbox on the Q2 has been checked. On Q1, if you refresh, it got unchecked, and if you come on the opportunity, you will see the amount has been updated with the Q2 subtotal of the quote lines. Okay, 40,000 it has updated, and the opportunity products also got updated with the quantity of 8 and total price of 40,000. Now let's see the primary code of the CPQ object. If you will see here, it didn't update. It is still with the quantity of 6. That means, as I said earlier as well, if you sync from the standard to the opportunity, and that opportunity, if it has a primary CPQ code, then that is not going to update. But if you update the primary code on the opportunity, then the syncing code which is on the standard one, that is going to update. So these are couple of scenarios that are quite confusing, which we need to understand properly if we are dealing with both of the objects in the Salesforce. So along with that, in the description I'm going to give you a couple of links that will help you to understand from the documentation perspective what are the considerations for this opportunity and code syncing. That's all we are going to talk about in this video. Thanks for watching.